I don't see how they're going to make a lot of money, but I know my money's secure, so I'm okay with that. Or if you see the project has a lot of profit, so there's a lot of meat on the bone, and let's say you don't really need the cash flow, you don't need the debt, you don't need the monthly payment, you might say, so I want to talk about private lending versus equity. So PL versus equity. So the thing about private lending is you are a debt position versus equity position. It's important to note that on the sale of a property, debt is paid out prior to equity. So if there's a first mortgage, that's paid. If there's a second mortgage, that's paid. If, for example, there's a trade lien, the trade lien could be paid before. The realtors are actually usually paid before everybody, and the lawyer. So it's important to know that if you're investing in an equity position, you are paid last. So is that a good thing or a bad thing? It depends on the deal. It depends if there's enough meat on the bone. If the project looks really skinny, you may be better off just taking a debt position. It might look skinny from a profit perspective, but you might say as a debtor in first position, I don't see how they're going to make a lot of money, but I know my money's secure, so I'm okay with that. Or if you see the project has a lot of profit, so there's a lot of meat on the bone, and let's say you don't really need the cash flow, you don't need the debt, you don't need the monthly payment. You might say, hey listen, rather than me putting debt on your property, I'd like a piece of the action. I want to be your partner on this deal. And that really becomes a case-by-case scenario on which deal works better. I will say, developers now are moving more towards the equity, now more than ever, because projects can't service the debt while they're building. If you're seeing a developer offering a monthly payment on a development project, it's a red flag. How are they doing that? Where is that money coming from? Are they borrowing it elsewhere? Are they counting on another project to sell? I'm not saying it's a red flag because it's illegitimate. It's just a concern. I want to invest in projects where the project itself has the ability to produce the return. I'm not counting on external factors to create that money for me. So is private lending better? Is equity better? It really depends on your situation, your investor profile, who you are, and what your need is. As a borrower, so if I'm somebody borrowing money, and my message to you guys is be careful trying to cater your project to a specific investor's needs. I promise you it will create more friction over time. Find investors whose needs align with your project.